Well, this is my first complete aquaponics system. It's kind of been a little bit of not much of a challenge, just a whole lot of trial and error. As you can see, we use just pea gravel, just small pea gravel. It seems to work pretty good. It's just real heavy. I'd recommend that you go buy those clay beads or whatever they are. They're a lot more expensive, but they're a lot lighter. And that's a big difference. You need to make sure you have a real good foundation, which I don't on this. But either way, it seems to be working pretty good. This is the bell siphon. As you can see, this one's fixing to start. We had some problems with these. I found out that if you don't use a sump pump where your beds would be normally together to drain in, and you're doing a long drain like this one here is about 10 feet, you're going to have problems with the bell siphon. And at first I just kind of leveled it off as best as I could, and the siphon would not work. It would just keep filling and slowly drain, and it would never actually go through an actual siphon. And did lots of different styles of siphons and things like that, and it just never really took off. And I had to watch a whole bunch of videos on bell siphoning and read a whole bunch of stuff on it. And basically what I found was that this bell that they always are talking about, needs to be about an inch off the top of that standpipe. And mine was about 3 or 4 inches, and it just never would work. So I cut that down to an inch, and I actually busted out a level and just leveled my drain line. It's almost running downhill a little bit, not much. And after I tried those two things, it really started working good. For the fish tank here, this is all rainwater. I dumped this out of my cistern. It's 500 gallons of rainwater. And we're going to have perch, some bluegill perch. We're going to do about 50 of them. And we're actually going to eat the perch. And hopefully I'll get those in tomorrow, and we can really start seeing what's going to do. Here I got corn and some okra and some beans. I just put these in today, so they're kind of adjusting to it. The sun, it's about 90 degrees here today, and it was kind of getting to them, but I think they'll come around. These tomatoes have been doing great. I've had these in for about a week, and they're doing great. These are some more jalapenos, and I've had them in for a week, and they're still green. They're not dead, so we're moving along. And here, just for fun, I don't know if you can really see them, but here's some onions. And I've heard a lot of stories about you can't grow onions in these beds like this, but I've just tried it anyway. And I already got about 100 onions planted in my raised beds. But like I said, I just like the whole concept. Me and my buddy been talking about doing this for a while now, and we kind of put the plan in motion, and we got it all done. I appreciate his help. And like I said, this didn't cost me much. Anybody could really do this if you know the right kind of guys. And I'm a skills trades guy, so I already have all the tools. And these beds were given to me by my buddy who works in the oil field. These are just chemical trays, which work perfect. They're heavy duty. The center blocks they're kind of busted up a little bit, but they're all free. Came from the county dump. The tub was given to me by my dad. He wasn't using it anymore, so he gave it to me. The only thing I've bought is the pump and PVC, and that's about $100. I got into it. The pea gravel was donated free. Like I said, it's just about utilizing some of your friends, and they can go a long way. So we're gonna eventually, if it all goes well, we're gonna add on to it probably another two of these trays. And I just like the whole idea of aquaponics in itself. I never heard about it till a year ago, and now here we are doing it. So it's pretty exciting for me, anyways. I'm gonna post some videos over time just to show y'all how everything's doing, and You know, hopefully it all works. I don't really know. I'm not much of a gardener. But we'll see what happens. It's been interesting so far, and I will be sure to keep y'all posted.